Hi guys, Ravis here, and today I'm gonna review my own sales calls and especially the objection handling part. So you're gonna see what exactly I'm doing in my calls. You're gonna see where I'm fucking up and where's the things that I'm doing good. So eventually yesterday I had 2 calls that I haven't closed, and I am almost sure what is the things that I needed to improve on. But since we're gonna be diving into these calls, I bet we're gonna find something else. So we will learn maybe the good things that I did, maybe I don't, and the things that should be improved. So take your cup of coffee or tea and let's dive into the calls.
Sure, no worries. I mean, like, that's your business. Before you get go and think about it, like, do you actually think that this can help you to get to the 10 grand a month? The process that I presented to you and the way of how we're going to be working.
Yeah, I mean, it might. I think you guys have some good. You guys offer some good help and have some good modules, if I can say so, deliverables.
The first thing, yeah, I shouldn't ask whether he thinks that the process is going to bring him to the results, because when I'm talking about the process, I'm referring to the thing, the mechanism that we're using to bring in the clients. That doesn't mean that this is us. Okay, so I should ask, hey, do you think that we can help you to get to where you want to be? Yes. Why specifically?
So I like it. I just don't want to come to the decision on the spot. I just want to think by myself. Everything you guys do looks amazing, by the way. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, like, this is the reason why I scheduled the call. I mean, like, in what specifically, in terms of like what I've showed you, do you think is going to be the biggest leverage for you to get the results?
Paid media.
Paid media.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So it's going to be a big lever for you and for your growth of your business. So, and when you're going to go and sit and think about, like,
this guy already knows something about the paid media, was working in a company where they tried using the paid media and it didn't work for him. So I should be diving a little bit more deep into that, because this is not something unique. You know, if you want to have a paid media, you just go basically throw the money at it and see how it's going to work. So I should go most probably more specific in here. That's something that I should improve, definitely.
the decision of whether you want to do it or not. Like, what specifically comes up to your mind, you know, what you want to cover there?
I just want to think about everything we just talked and not come to the conclusion on the spot, basically. Just think about how will this affect me in the next 3 to 6 months? Does it really help? I also have one more call with one more coach.
Boom. And this is a thing that I missed in my discovery. I pretty much wiped that out from the script already some time ago. Yesterday I added it, and yeah, I haven't asked him what solutions that he's currently taking a look at. And now we're gonna get, at this stage, I needed to make a decision of whether I let him go, and then he's gonna decide after his next call, and the decision can be yes or no, or I should just try to push him, you know, and just make him understand that he don't need to even go to the next call and he can make a decision right now. So I went this route because previously I went a lot of times like a different route and it didn't work. So, but overall, if I know that somebody is going to meet with someone to actually see the options, well, I don't want to be first. Most probably I want to be the last one discussing everything, all the ins and outs with him and making the right decision. So yeah, so I should clarify that at the very beginning, and I shouldn't even pitch him, but schedule the next call after the meeting with everyone that he wanted to meet. Of course, there's a risk if somebody steps in and sells to him, but if I would let him out just to make his decision later on, I'm not sure whether that worked.
I also want to take that, even though I think your guys' offer is better. And as I said, I'm not saying no to you. I'm just saying I'll come back to you by the end of the day.
Yeah, no worries. Like, is the call today?
Yes, actually. That's why I said by the end of the day.
Okay, I got you. So if the guy, like, so basically, if the guy can't offer you anything better, basically you're just pulling the trigger and starting to work with us?
Yeah, if he can't offer me anything better for a better price, I'm starting with you.
Got you.
I have one question though.
Yep.
Do you guys have just do it yourself, For example, can I just purchase the do-it-yourself paid acquisition modules, for example, or just in general the do-it-yourself part?
So yeah, we can. If you want, you can.
Yeah, I should ask here why he's asking, because there's some red flags coming up. Oh, it's about the price. Like, most probably I should address that. Hey, what do you mean? Like, you're just going to compare the price, you know, like, is this really the most important option for you? Maybe presenting him, telling him, hey, you can go on Upwork, you know, search somebody from, I don't know, from whatever place, they're going to do it for you for a couple of $100. Why don't you go there? And trying to get him back into the thinking that, you know, before you throw the money, you need to understand where you do throw it. And when you throw it somewhere, you would rather invest with one company, maybe that costs twice more, instead of going to 3, 4, 5 different companies that is basically not going to deliver you the results. And yeah, and here once again, when you're at the end of the call and when you need to do the objection handling part, and when the prospect is asking some questions, you need to understand why he's asking those questions. And specifically at this part, he asked that he wants just done for you part, and I should ask, like, why are you interested in that? Just to see whether he's just trying to make this as cheap as possible. Like, since the guy is from Bosnia, most probably he wants the most cheapest price, and that might be the reason. And maybe from there I would get some extra insights and the clues of where to go next.
Can go and just do it yourself and without the manager and support. And if you will need, then you can just pay the difference, and then we can connect that for you.
Okay. And what's the price of that?
That's like twice less.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, man.
2,900.
Yeah. All right. Amazing. All right. Thank you, man. We'll be in touch then. By the end of the day, I'll come back to you.
So he's saying to me second time, like, that he wants to run away, and you see it's like just minute 37 out of 49. So this guy definitely wants to run away from me.
Yes or no? As I said, 100% I'm coming back to you. I just want to think about this and have the other call think about that one as well, and just weigh out what's better.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, is it like the coach that you're meeting? What's the company name that you're meeting with?
It's Max. I don't know the company name. I know it's his name is Max.
It's like, and let's imagine you have a meeting with him. You know, when do you have the meeting with him, by the way?
At 5.
At 5. So it's in a couple hours. You meet with him. He offers you everything.
Guy started laughing. I should ask, hey, what's so funny?
The same. Everything is the same. So based on which criteria you're going to make a decision.
What you guys offer and what he has to offer. You guys have obviously a good offer. 2 months of done with you work, help with the ads, everything else, for the price of 5,800 euros. And I just want to see what he has to offer. And
yeah, I mean, like, you're gonna definitely go there. I'm not saying you don't need to go there. So my question is, if everything is the freaking same, how are you gonna decide with whom to go?
If everything's the same, it just depends on the price then. If everything is the same.
Okay.
So basically, which one is just gonna be the...
And here I didn't know like what to do. So at this stage, I need to figure out if the client's saying, hey, okay, I'm gonna decide by the price. So what should I do? I mean, I should readdress maybe the concerns and the fact that do you think that the cheapest option is going to be the best one always? Because they can't be the same as us. They can't do the same delivery. They can't have the same program. It's just not possible. I mean,
cheapest one is like main driver.
No, the main driver is from which can I get the most value. But as you said, if everything was the same, I would go with the cheaper one, obviously. If, for example, his is cheaper, but yours is better, I'm going to go with you guys.
Okay. So then, for the sake of clarity, what would you say if I would give you an access to the program till the next call, so you can browse it, watch it, see what we have here, how the things work, maybe check some posts of the other, like just browsing here around, so you can have make a better decision after you meet with that guy? What would you say?
I mean, it's not really necessary. Everything that I believe everything that you told me. I see you guys, and I mean the deliverables itself. I don't have that much time in the next 2-3 hours. I also have more stuff to do in my day, so I wouldn't really get anything. But you showed me everything, and as I said, I like what you guys offer. One thing I would like for you guys, if you had to offer it, was YouTube ads. I don't know if you guys do that. From what I saw, you just
for ourselves.
Yeah, and do you help others? Would I have help with YouTube as well?
Yep. We do script writing. We can do the editing. This is something that we usually charge on top of our services. But yeah, we can, if this is.
And this is the missing part. Once again, the solution, what is the solutions that you're taking a look at? This is that I messed up and I haven't asked in the discovery, and it comes up once again. So yeah, this is what I actually noted yesterday after this call, that I haven't tapped into the solutions that he's taking a look at. So, and now he brings like freaking YouTube ads from out of freaking blue. Of course, we're not YouTube agency, and we just do it for ourselves. We do script writing for the ads for our customers. That's something that they can benefit from. But a lot of like shit is coming up, you know, and when you see this amount of the new things coming up in the objection handling part, it means that you did poor job in the discovery. Yeah, like I most probably I did poor job here in discovery, because I got just the emotions and the goals and the big things from him in the beginning of the call.
Something that you really need, we can add that right here on now on this call, just in the end.
Yeah, and the strange part here is that I actually wanted to give him access to the program just to browse around and check around it, and he didn't want to do that. He wasn't even curious. He was like, I believe you. And that was like, now I see that this was a bullshit, and it was like a big thing. So if the guy don't want to actually put the hands on something that he's going to buy, you know, just to try to suck out at least some information from here, that is like a huge freaking red flag that he don't even want to do that. And I didn't see this. And at this stage, most probably I should ask like, hey, okay, so, well, I mean, like 2 hours, you can't squeeze it in 2 hours. Like, do you want to see this at all? And then maybe going the route where I take the deposit, you know, get him in here. But it looks like he wasn't sold on the process. So, and we can continue watching this recording, but there's nothing is going to become better here. So we already have like 2 takeaways so far. This is like better discovery, understanding the solutions that he's looking in, and whether he's was going to meet with somebody. And the second thing here is actually understanding whether he believes that we can take him with the process. We as a company can get him to the level where he wants to be, not the process and the mechanism itself.
And move it from there.
Okay, all right. All right, man. Thank you very much. I'll get back to that.
It's the 3rd time he's saying already that in past minutes.
Not immediately after the second call, as I said, I'll want to weigh out everything, think about it. But by the end of today, I'm gonna get back to you with a yes or no.
Yeah, like sure. Like once again, before you like, are you running late for some next meeting? Because you're like told me like 3 times that you don't want to go away. You're running late for something?
No, I just don't have any more questions. And I don't know if you have anything else to tell me. This looks like just that you're trying to get me on the call right now, which I'd said that I don't want to do. So.
Yeah, this is what I want to do. Yeah, the question is like, do you want?
I acknowledged basically what he said. Oh, this look like you look like I'm trying to close the deal right now. Yes, this is what we do here. You know, this is a part of the freaking business. This is high ticket sales. You want to be there. You want your prospects to make the decision on the spot, not in a fucking 3 years.
The customers that is going to be meeting with you in the future, you know, to buy your services, how would you want them to make decisions with your business? Have you been ever at a sales call trying to close the deal?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I respect. I totally understand what you're doing, and that's also the reason why I'm not trying to make the decision on the spot.
Yeah, but my question is, what type of the customers you would want to?
So this is part I missed. Like, and this, because I've been doing that, this is the reason why I don't want to make the decision on the spot. Like, why? I mean, like, why? Where's the logic?
To have on your calls when you will start meeting with the potential customers, like going with our system, like different system, like what type of the customers you would want?
A customer that wants my help basically and wants to buy by himself.
Good. So do you?
And this is like another, like a third thing. We're not gonna dive further deeper because later it's gonna get even worse. So the guy haven't built the business. he thinks that he wants to have the people on his call that is going to be ready to buy. You know what, like, let's rewind it. Let's see how he said it. And I needed to address this bullshit like straight away, just to at least give him some freaking clarity in his head.
Customers, like going with our system, like different system, like what type of the customers you would want?
A customer that wants my help basically and wants to buy by himself.
Wants my help, wants to buy by himself. Like, in what freaking world are you living, boy? I mean, like, of course, when you have a company that's established, that have a track record, results and everything, you can expect these things, you know, people coming and buying, just we call them laydowns, you know. But with certain markets, the markets that this guy is trying to go for, like coaches and consultants, and his service is getting the customers with the first customers to those people, basically leaving the 9 to 5. Those people is having a lot of roadblocks. There's a lot of blocks that they place themselves. Buddy, you're not gonna get the clients. It's just who's gonna come and rip you off and gonna try to buy your products. Eventually, it's not gonna work like that. Because even if you're gonna be the best in the world, they're still gonna be doubting themselves. And you need to have the skills how to freaking convince the person on the call, how to make a little bit of clarity in that head, you know, how you can deal with that things and help them to pull the trigger. And this is where I should stop, because his perception of how it should work is totally bullshit. And this is another thing. And this is the reason why we are in this call. This is why I'm reviewing this call. This is why you should watch your call recordings to see these situations that you've missed most probably. And I didn't see this bullshit. I was tolerating a lot of BS on the call. And this is the reason why, this is one of the reasons, you know, why I haven't closed the deals. So far, let's wrap this up and let's pile up the takeaways and improvements for myself. And maybe this is something that you should implement in your calls as well. So A, asking about the solutions that the person is taking a look at and whether he's planning to meet with somebody in the future. Number one. Number two, when the prospect is asking, number two, when the prospect is asking like the questions during the negotiation stage, objection handling, ask why he's asking that. Okay. Side note to this, it's the money thing that he mentioned. Hey, I'm gonna decide on the money. I want the done for you product, so I need to think of, today, I need to think of the way of how to deal with the objection when the client says that he's going to be buying based on the price. Okay. And the third thing, most important one, don't tolerate the BS. If the prospect is saying that he is willing to live into some fairy tale world, like, hey, I'm going to start my business, I'm going to be making 1 million a month. If you're going to just skip it and just going to move further on, he's not stupid. You know, I mean, your trust is going to lower. Address that on the spot. Don't continue the call and tell that this is ridiculous. It's not working like that. Like here with this guy, the business is not going to be growing if he's going to be expecting these type of the people who's just going to come and buy. If he's not going to sell some thing that's on a low ticket, no worries. You know, if we're talking about the high ticket, he wanted to charge 3-4 grand. Who is he for somebody to come and buy? And that's it. So this is three main takeaways. Good thing for me. Hopefully you can benefit. If you saw something else in my call and you see that there's something different that needs to be improved, just write that down in the comments. And hey, yeah, I haven't seen a lot of good things I haven't noticed nothing huge, but if you will notice something, write in the comments as well. And yeah, well, this is it for today. See you in next videos. Bye bye.